So, welcome to the soldering basics of when you're creating your own quad or you're doing any kind of soldering throughout. So here, what I have is a power PDB, a power distribution board. If you can closely see, um, there are a couple of solder pads tinned here, along with the XT60 connector. I will connect here and show you. So in one video, I've told that I'll show you the basics of how you can actually solder the XT60 wires to your PDB. So let's begin. First of all, make sure your iron is quite hot for this kind of soldering because you need a fresh clean tip. If you can see, I wipe my tip with the copper wool and it's kind of clean now, so it should be shiny, not rusty, so that you don't get a cold joint, you get a hot joint. Now, what is a cold joint, what is a hot joint? Let's check it out. So here, if you see, if I can zoom in a little bit, yeah, okay, that's too much. Okay, so first of all, here, these joints are quite clean and they are wet joint because it looks shiny and it's uniformly distributed. These joints are not, because they are cold joints and they can cause difference in connections whenever you connect your ESC wires or anything related to any of the pads. So make sure all your joints should be always shiny and wet like this. So let's see what are the basics and how to do it. Get your solder wire first and just tin your soldering iron and make it wet like this, and try to just shake it out a little bit and drip it out so that it looks clean again like this. Now give a wipe in the sponge and go to the pads. Okay, and I'll do this one, which is a cold joint. I'll try to make it a hot joint. So I'll just first flow the heat into the pad. Do nothing but just flow the heat in the pad, and if you see, the solder gets melted. Okay, if not, uh, grab a little flux. This is a flux. Okay, you get liquid flux, you get solid flux. So just get this flux and just drip it here. Okay, let the pad gets hot. Okay, now it's hot. Now apply this solder wire here and just let the solder flow. Do not rush and just lift the iron. Okay, now you see the joint is shining. If you can closely notice it on the camera, yeah, the joint is kind of shiny. You can more perfect this by just giving a little bit of heat to it, and make sure also you use a rosin core because that's having a flux in it. So when you do it, just lift the iron and let the heat flow. So there you see, there you got a nice and clean joint. Now let's see how we can do this for a XT60 wire. This is a XT60 lead. Basically it has two XT60 wires in it. It's a male and it has a red and a black. It's a positive and negative. So first we need to tin this exposed wire. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first dip this in a flux like this and make it really wet with the flux. Next, keep this XT60 lead here and just tin the wires here like this. Hold the solder wire and the soldering iron to the wires and let the solder flow in the wires. It will be difficult for you the first time when you're a beginner, but with practice this gets better. So once you've done that, You can do it for the other wear. It's good if you have a helping hand. um, you get off Amazon or any of the retail stores, eBay. So use a helping hand, and that will solve your job better. Okay. um, if you see, the wears are 10 pretty good. I can just give you a focus on that. Yeah, they are 10 well. Okay, next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this here. So first of all, let's flip this where and check for the positive and negative. So this is my positive and this is my negative. So just hold this where here and like this. I don't have a helping hand, so I'm just gonna do it manually. Now, same as the previous procedure, so just hold your soldering iron, make the surface hot, and apply the solder here. Let the solder flow. Don't rush in this procedure, because sometimes if the heat is not enough, it takes a little time to melt the solder, and just lift it up once you're feeling the solder is completely filled in the spot, and do it for the other side as well. Hold the soldering iron and let the solder flow in the wires. Okay, that's pretty much it. Let's see how much we have. Yeah, that looks pretty neat. We have successfully connected the XT60, and it's a good joint on the back as well. So that was the basics of soldering. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the video. If you like my other videos, do share, subscribe my channel, and don't forget to press the notification bell. And see you till then. Take care. Bye bye.